All right, let's change some of the stories by the month kit for April in Canva. I asked you if you wanted to see this video. You said yes, so let us go. So full disclosure, I do have the paid version of Canva. I'm going to show you what you can do for free first, and then I will show you what you can do if you have the paid version. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come to custom size, create new. So all of the things in the kit are pretty much like the biggest thing is 6x4. So I think I'm just going to show you how to do a 6x4. I'm going to do 6, 4, create new design. And then I have my 6x4 here. Now I can just put a 6x4 in there. What I'm actually going to do to make it easier on myself, I'm going to come to elements. I'm going to scroll down to grids. So you can see here, I've got one there. I'm just going to make that the whole of that. And then I'm going to scroll down. You can see here, add page. I'm going to add another one. And I'm going to pick this one here, the grid, and it's 2. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make it fit the design, because I can print 2 of the 3x4 cards on this, right? So it's got this little like thing here. If you come up to spacing and just take that down to 0, that'll be gone. That'll be gone. All right, so I have uploaded my kit. It is in here. So all of the items in my kit are right here. All of the items in the digital kit are here. So let us see what we can do. So I've got the 6x4. Let's look at 6x4 first. Let's take this one. So as I have this one, look at it right now, it's on the top. If I just click on that and then just drag it slightly, it'll literally fit into here. It'll literally just fit into here. Now from here, I can do a few things. The first thing that I can do is I can add my text straight on here. T, drag the little thing, make it over here. I'm going to slide that. I can come up here to alignment and I'm going to justify it to the left. And I'm just going to put journaling goes here. And all you would have to do then is come up to share, download, JPEG, and you are good. And then you can just print it out, right? But what if you want to actually change the card? What if you want to change the card? So if I don't want the 5 lines here, what I can do is I'm just going to press R, but you could also come up to elements and just click shapes and just add a shape here. I can just drag that along. Just clicking and dragging things, come up here to color, white, boom. Now I've got this one here. All right, so what if I wanted this a different color? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come to edit. Now you've got options here. You can just go into adjust. And if you scroll down, right down here where it says color edit, you'll see I've got yellow and orange. So the orange is the life right now. The yellow is the background color. I'm just going to click the background color. And you'll see you've got these sliders. I wish that they would change this and I could just pick a color, but let's just try it. All you're going to do is take one, slide it. Slide it. Maybe you want it purple. And then if you're like, okay, that's purple, but I would like it a bit brighter. Slide the saturation up, brightness. Okay, that's just clicking one color. So now I'm going to click the orange and maybe I want that a different color. Oh, I like that. I like that. So that's one way you can do it. You can just play with the sliders, get a different color. And what I generally do is I will bring in something else from the kit. Let's say I bring in this one. I'm just going to slide that so you can actually see. Again, you click the background layer, edit, adjust, scroll down. And it was yellow, so let's see if we can get a pink or a blue. Now that is fairly close to this. Let's see if I can just get it a little bit brighter. Oh, look at that. That is great. What I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate it. So I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to take that off so that I remember before I save it and print it. So that's one way you can do it, using the edit and the adjust, scrolling down and using these little sliders. Now, even when you do that, you can also change it a little more, because I've got this one. Now look at this. Just changing the temperature makes it slightly different. Changing the tint makes it different. Brightness makes it different. So you can literally just sit there and play forever. But what I want to show you is a different way to do it. I'm going to reset. That will take everything back to the factory settings. That's how it was initially, right? If you have this and you're like, okay, let's look at a different way. Edit. If you come over to FX Effects and click Duotone, you will get all of these options. Maybe I want brown, blue. Now, I don't like these. I just think they're a bit weird. So what I generally do is I will come to custom. Shadows, you get this little picker, pick a color. Let's see what it looks like with some blue. Not enough. But now I get to play with this. I get to play with this. What does it look like here? Maybe I want to play with this one. Or let's see if we can get a blue. I'm kind of feeling that. So I'm just going to slide again. I'm sliding along, just seeing where things are. It's like a seafoam green. And then I'm going to click the top one. I'm just going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to come into adjust. And I'm just going to see if I can get it to look something like that blue. Again, play with the sliders. It's basically like trial and error and just learning what things do. And don't think about this white in the middle. We can change that afterwards. Don't even think about it. And this little strip is literally just here so that I've got a color that I can kind of think about. So again, all I'm doing is just playing with the sliders. Let's say I'm happy with that. I'm going to take that off. But now if I printed this out, these are going to be blue rather than the white that they are here. All we're going to have to do, press R. Or again, come to your shapes, and you can again just drag your little box. Doesn't have to be perfect. Change the color to white, and now you have a journaling box. So now I've taken this back to the yellow one. What I want to show you is what if I wanted this, but I wanted it as a 3x4. So I'm going to add a page. I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to grab the end. You've got a couple of ways you can do this. I'm going to grab the end. Again, you've got that little black thing there. Now it's a 3x2. Well, 3x2 is fun, but it's not exactly the size that I want, right? But I'm going to come here and I'm going to slide it up a little bit. I'm going to duplicate it. That is Control D, or you can just use the little add thing there. And then I'm going to click, slide this bit down. And then I'm just going to push them together. Now notice how it kind of snapped to the next one. It just naturally snaps. But you can layer it. I'm going to Control D and do another one. Now I have this 3x4, but as you look at it, you'll notice that there's a little bit of white there. What I'm going to do, because I don't like how that looks, I'm going to do that. There we go. Just play with it. Play with it. Now I have all these lines. The other thing that I could do, which is probably my favorite way to do it, is to just, again, put a little white box over the top. That's my preferred way of doing it. Now I have a 3x4. I just prefer that look, a little 3x4 with the white. That's just my preference. The other thing that you could do, again, if you wanted all the lines, is I'm going to take this, control, drag, click the bottom layer here, fill with the yellow to find it. Again, R for a rectangle, drag it. I'm going to fill it with white. Now the other thing that I can do, because that is now a rectangle, is I can come up here, border, and I'm going to make a thin border there, border color, and I'm going to choose that. And now I have a nice, like, same orange that's here. We've got it on the inside of the border. So you can do that as one of the things. You can make your own, like change the 6x4 into a 3x4. Super easy to do. Again, let's say you have this one and you have it as a 3x4 and you're like, okay, I like it. Maybe I want it as a 4x6. All I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate it. Now, because that I don't like this, what I'm going to do is flip it horizontal. And then I'm going to nix that, get the background, fill it in with the blue, and now I've got a 6x4. Can you see how easy that is to do? Just play with your 6x4s, with your 3x4s, just play with them. Play with them. And again, if you look at this, this is a 6x4. I'm going to rotate it. Now it's a 3x4. And let's look at other fun things that we can do. So here's one that I know I will be changing. So we've got April here. I don't like the dates starting on Sunday. That's just not me. That's just not me. You do you, boo, but it ain't me. So I can do this. Life right now. This is just an example of the stuff you can do. Again, now it's just a 3x4. But what if I took this, I'm going to drag that down a little bit. This is just an example. Again, now I've taken the dates off. Rectangle. I'm going to do that white. And then I'm going to drag this in. But look, it's behind there. That's okay. You press position to front and drag the ends in. Again, make it a little smaller. Now I've got a little journaling card there that I can just use anyhow at all. So again, it's very, very easy to make your own stuff in Canva. It really is. And even this is the vellum, right? The word vellum. This is the gold in the kit. So again, edit, and we did the duotone, and we did blue. Or this one. Again, I'm just clicking things. Just click them and see what you think. And just see what you can make. Just see what you can make. It's super, super easy. And at the end of the day, you're not beholden to what this is. Like, at the end of the day, if you don't like it, all you do is you just press the little trash can and it disappears. And it disappears. So I hope that just shows you how you can change the cards from, again, yellow to the coral. And then this was the 3x4 made into a 4x6. And then I've got the 6x4 that is now a 3x4 journaling card. 6x4 also a 3x4 journaling card. So if we carry on, what I want to show you is this. Let's say, I'm just looking, okay, let's say this. I've got April. What if I just wanted the whole card, the whole 3x4 card to be April? I'm going to come over here, I'm going to click this side, I'm going to choose the yellow, that bright yellow. I'm going to just make this a little bigger. I'm holding control. I don't know what it is on a Mac. And I'm just going to put it over there. Boom. Now the whole thing is done. The whole thing is done. Same with this one. I'm going to click the right hand side, color, come down to here. Is it that one? Yes, it is. And then I'm going to take, because if I just drag this, look at this, control, I can just drag this. I'm going to take the end. Boom. Super easy. Super easy, super easy, super easy. So the other thing that I wanted to say is if you have this card and you're like, I don't want this, this text on the inside. C for circle. Again, just growing that circle, taking the edge, dragging it out. Come up here, white. Now it's gone. I'm going to select both, make sure that that's in the middle. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Again, it's super, super easy, my friends. It's super, super easy. So the other thing that I wanted to just say is if you have this one and you're like, I like that card. What I don't like is these numbers. Little rectangle. Change the color to blue. Change the color to the coral. Change the color to that sea foam. And then change it to the yellow. Now, you can just print it and you're done. I think that shows you pretty much everything that you can do there. But what I want to show you is if you have the paid version, and again, maybe you just want to do the trial. Do a trial and see how you feel about the paid version. I like the paid version for this. I'm going to take this. So I've got my 6x4. I've clicked it. It's highlighted. I'm going to come up here to background remover. Now you'll see here it's got a little crown on it. That means it's the paid version. If I click background remover, now the background's disappeared. The background's disappeared. So I can then, if I come in and do that, I can then change the background to any color that I wanted. So I've got black right now. Let's see then. Now I have this. I can then come into edit. I like to use duotone. It's pretty good. I'm going to come up here to white. I'm going to come up here to white. Look at that. Look at that. And then I can use any of the colors. Any of the colors. I love that. I'm actually going to save that. But yeah, let's go down to the next one. So I've put orange on the background. I'm going to do it again. Again, this is the 3x4. Going to make it there. Click. Background remover. Now it doesn't always work. But look at that. Now notice here, it's screwed up here. It's screwed up a little bit. That's okay. If you click it again, you get to change it. I'm going to zoom in, take my brush size down. I'm going to restore this bit. I'm just holding my mouse down right now. I'm going to restore this bit. And then erase, and I'm going to erase in here. Is it going to be perfect? No. Is it going to be good enough? Heck yeah. I think it just shows you do need a bit of a steady hand, and you would take way more care than I have done there. But now that's done. Come up here, click, boom. Now it's still a bit weird, but yeah. You can also click that, drag it up. Maybe you just want more books. Copy, 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 boom. more books. Again, I'm going to delete that. I can take this one. Let's try the background remover on this. Oh, look at that. So that was the blue originally. Let's see what it looks like as the yellow. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I can also take that bit off. I could also even take that bit off, but I like that. And then again, I can come over to edit. I can come to duotone, custom, white, white, and then this background can be the green, the seafoam. I like the seafoam. I also really like that. But you can see how I can make my own journaling cards, because then I can come over here. I'm just doing this as a 6x4. Change that color to white. Journaling card. With this one, I'm just thinking of anything else, and you can do that with these too. Just try it. Just try removing the backgrounds. Same with this. These are usually, the quotes are usually really easy. They're usually really, really easy. It's not like, it's only the ones with the weird backgrounds that it sometimes struggles with. But yeah. So that was the gold on the vellum, I think. And now I can do any color that I wanted on here. So let's say I want to do, let's take, yeah, let's do that. And that kind of light yellow. There we go. Now I've got that. Or what I can do now is also make it a 3x4. I can make it a 3x4 instead and do it like that. And there's just so much. There's so much, friends, that you can do with this. I'm just going to say, literally, play. Play. Again, let's look at this. I'm going to take this one off. So on this one here, what I'm going to do is the stuff that you can do with the free version. Rectangle. Drag your rectangle, your 3x4. I'm going to make it that gray. Position. Backwards. Boom. You got a lovely little filler card there. Or you can have another rectangle and make your own journal card. Now, this one, let's say you had the paid version. I'm going to remove the background. See, notice how it didn't work on that one. Let's try it again. No, it's not going to work on that one. It doesn't like the fact that it's the similar color. So it's not always available, but this is probably one that I would then just take into Photoshop and do in Photoshop. Super easy to do in Photoshop, but yeah. So that's how you can do that. And then let's think about, what else can we do? Again, let's say, let me just get that one there. Let's take another one. Let's say you want it inside one of these. I think these are 2.5 inches in the kit. Let's do that to 2.5. They can be any size. That's the good thing about this. They can be any size right now. Any size you want. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to shrink it down. Notice what I'm doing here. I'm just shrinking it down. And I'm going to put it, position, forward, on top of there. Then I'm going to go a circle. That's probably around, yeah, 1.75. I'm going to choose that same grey. Position, backwards. That's a different grey. There we go. And now I could use that as an element. I would probably make sure that I have them all centered, but yeah. So I hope you can see that it's just super easy to change things. Just come into Canva, play, play, play. Now I think this one is one that I would probably change. I like it, I just don't love it. For me, this would be the title card, like the number would be here. But you could also put that straight in there. Boom, boom. I would probably even do that. The other thing that you could do is take your rectangle, and I'm just playing and playing and playing right now. So you can do something like that, and just then you've got a white base that you can use in there. This is another one that you could do. Remove the background. Let's see. Yep. And then I could just come and use that on any card or print it out on clear and use for something same as this. If you have the paid version, let's just see if it'll do it. It doesn't always. Remove the background, and now I can put a different color underneath. Can you see how that changes the whole thing? Changes the whole thing. Look at that. That is completely different. That is completely different. Come in and just play. It's all about just learning, right? It's all about just learning. So there are two cards that I've just made that are not in the kit that would totally be new filler cards. Totally be new filler cards. Everything there is new filler cards. That is the only one that is the same, because I changed that one. Those would be perfect together. Again, I could change this one. Let's say I was making a whole set. Again, to remove the background, you need that paid version. I think I'm going to change that line to the green. I'm going to take that one off. I don't really like that. Let's see what else we can do here. Even this, let's say I want this green. Ah, so there you go. There's one thing that's weird. So it's taken the white off there, not the yellow, which is not what I wanted. But c'est la vie, it's fine. But then I can come in, take the yellow, and then do a little thing here, and I could make that the green, put that behind, and now I've changed the color behind there. I kind of would like it to be the same as this orange or the pink. So I'm going to come here. Don't like that. There we go. Maybe I want it like that. So can you see how this is now a completely different set of cards? All right, I think that's probably long enough for today, but yeah, just play with things and see what happens. And again, if you have the option to remove the background from the paid version, highly recommend just trying it. I hope these tips helped, just, you know, kind of show you that you can extend the life of your printables and your digitals. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.